Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of my Icarus playthrough. This episode is a bit of a shorter one, but that's okay because episode 5 is quite a longer one. So although you're only having a short episode 4, episode 5 is going to be quite long, and it is where, in my opinion, most of the exciting stuff happens, where the game actually starts developing. But for this episode, it is kind of just more of a farming type situation where I'm trying to get XP and I'm trying to just kind of make sure that my resources are where I want them to be for heading into the future. If you want to like the video and leave a comment down below about what you are excited to see in Icarus, without too many spoilers, of course, and I will respond to them and get back to you with my thoughts on what is coming in the future episodes. Without further ado, let's start this episode. So basically picking up where I left off in episode 3, I still have my horse, I'm still trying to tame him, but we actually have some light. We're mainly just going to be making sure the base is all good and continuing the resource farm. Because as you can see, I'm still not the level I want it to be, and I'm still trying to strive to get to that level 10. I'm just kind of deciding what I want to do for this episode and where I want to develop further. We're going on a farming mission. We are going to go south, I guess. Sure, why not? Let's go south, actually. I'm just going to speed this portion up real quick because I'm essentially just running and farming along as I go. Kind of like how I said, we're just exploring. We're seeing what's out there and what is close to us, what is close to the actual base. While I'm just sitting here running, I do want to preface, you may hear a little bit of background noise. This episode, yet again, I recorded while being in a Discord call, so that's just my buddies just yip-yapping back and forth. And for the most part, I cut out the audio for when we're just going on random rants or spiels or whatever. So that's why there's going to be a little bit of silence here and there. But for the most part, it is truly just me just actually like reacting to what is going on around me.
I don't know.
Oh crap, that's a beehive.
Somebody.
Here I'm just super confused. I get attacked by bees and I have no idea how to kill them or attack them or anything. I started kind of panicking because like I got hit by the bees and they started doing damage to me. I didn't realize that it was like nothing based on damage. I want that. How do I get that beehive? How do I kill the bees? There's a little bit of a cut right there, and you'll notice I'm kind of in a different spot. All I did was simply grab a ton of different fiber from ferns just to make the full bodysuit. The head, the chest, the legs, arms, and feet. I had cloth armor for all of it, so that way when I decide to go after the bees again, I actually have a little bit of armor to mitigate that damage. So right here, I'm kind of just running around trying to find the actual beehive again. I could have swore it was right there, but as you can see, there was nothing. So I kind of turned back. I'm like, oh, maybe I passed it. Like, I don't really know. I don't really know what it was. Like, I could have swore it was right here. At this point, I turn around because I'm just like, I surely, it wasn't back this far. I know that for a fact. And I kind of just start running, and I'm like, I could have swore it was right here. I don't really know if it just like disappeared like that. But I see that animal notice me, and I'm just like, all right, I'm moving on. Like, I'm not gonna waste uh, a whole bunch of time just trying to find a singular beehive because I don't even know what it does. Could do basically nothing. I didn't know at that point. So I was like, all right, let's just keep on moving. Let's keep exploring. So you see me just kind of keep opening the map and checking out what's around me. And I just kind of decided to go towards where there's a little bit of snow on the map. That's kind of why I'm heading off in this south direction, like southeast-ish direction. Yeah, there I'm just like, okay, let's check out like why there's snow over here. Like, what can I do with the snow? Can I pick it up? Is it a material? Very much so like anything else. Here, I thought that was a beehive, so I'm just like, oh, is that it? Like, is that something I can use? And no, it's just a log. Yeah, you'll kind of notice like right away, I'm kind of just lost. Like I'm just running and like running in circles and keep spinning in circles, and I don't really know where I'm going or even what I'm doing for that aspect. So I'm just like, let's just keep moving forward, I guess. Finally spot a little bit of wildlife, and I'm still just like, oh, I need the experience. I found it kind of funny that a wolf was like stalking a Tyrannus essentially. I kind of decided just to focus on skinning the wolf just so that way I can get the material and then get the bones, of course, and then kind of decide like, oh, I can probably go back to the Tyrannus and see where that leads me. Of course, I see him turn around, and I'm like, okay, now's what I gotta take this engagement now. So of course, I get the nice little headshot. He didn't see me, so I got the really nice one shot, one kill. And then we just keep on moving forward with just getting the XP and doing as much as we can. As you'll see in the top left, I am still level 7. So we still got a little ways to go for level 10 before we hit that second tech tree. But you know what? Every single kill, every single little piece of XP helps, and that's why you'll see I go and hunt this pronghorn.
Ah.
I debated about taking down that baby deer up on the top of the hill, but I was like, nah, I'm not a monster just yet. I'm not there yet. I don't even know how much XP it would have gotten me, but I was like, okay, I can save the arrow here. I'm not gonna do anything with that. So here I kind of noticed like, oh, my food, my water, my oxygen is all getting a little bit low. I am kind of far out. Just grab some pumpkins on the way just because. And without thinking, I jump off a cliff and hurt myself. And now I have a sprain. So I'm going to be moving a 1/4% slower, which God. Doesn't really seem like a whole lot, but I'm getting really low on water, so I like really want to get back to my base. There, I'm just like, oh, well, that's unfortunate timing. We're just gonna have to deal with that wolf, so let's just nice and easily deal with it. I walk past it, of course, for some reason, but turn around and get that all figured out. If you'll notice, there's the level 8, so we're already making really great progress on the XP. And then also, if you'll notice, as I turn on my light there, I'm at like 5 seconds left on my sprain. But of course, I'm like, oh, I want this to heal. I want this to heal. So I go chopping at a tree. I'm like, okay, I want to splint. I'm guessing that'll heal my sprain. So I do a ton of farming, and I actually kind of cut out a pretty fair amount of it, more than just these couple ferns and more than just that one tree. I get enough materials to grab some bandages and grab a splint, and all of that is for nothing. I literally craft that all, as you can see, and all of that is for nothing because my sprain is gone. I go to equip it and use it, and I'm like, oh, it's not even there anymore. Like, I'm fine. Okay, whatever. I might as well just consume just to see what it does, and I didn't see the buff or anything. I have no idea what the splint does, so I'm really hoping I don't come to a day where I have to figure out what the splint does. But who knows? We'll see. And of course, I almost jumped right off that cliff, but I decided not to. I just sped this video up a little bit just because I'm kind of just running and I'm trying to get back to my base. As you can see, my hydration is in the red, so I'm trying to get back. I was kind of like thinking about like, oh, if I take this down, like, am I gonna have enough to get back? So I kind of just decided, you know what, I'm just leaving that Tyrannus. I'm just gonna keep on running, just trying to get back to the base. I'm just grabbing oxide on the way back and just trying to hit a couple oxide ores on the way, just so that way I can actually get some oxygen. I didn't even notice that I could just consume it like that, and I didn't even have to do anything. The wolf just kind of hears me and hunts me out, so I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'll take a little wolf encounter. I missed just about everything, but that's all right. Make very quick work of the wolf, besides the 5 or 6 misses that I hid. But oh well. Make very quick work of the wolf. Get straight to skinning, straight to hitting the bones, so we can get a little bit of extra bones. As you can see from the right, we're at 118 just on this little trip itself. And as you can see, the bar is blinking water low. It's yelling at me, and I'm just like, oh, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. Like, hopefully I can eat something to get a little bit back. I kind of decided to just let the Tyrannus pass because I'm really trying to get back. I'm not trying to die to dehydration. So you see, I made some really great progress there just by speeding up the video and just by sprinting and passing everything. Finally made it back to my base where water is no longer an issue because I got that water purifier. There we go. And no longer an issue. So I decided to go ahead and cook up all my meat that I have there. Say hello to good old mini horse, I guess I can call him. I don't really have a name for him just yet. That will change in this episode. I am not going to spoil what it is, because I think it is the perfect name for my first Tyrannus. But we'll call him Little Dude for right now. Make sure he's nice and fed and make sure he's happy so I can keep on taming him. So I go back to the taming process just because as you can see, it's at 84%. I'm just trying to get it all the way there to 100, just because I have no idea what happens at 100. Like, I have no idea the perks of having a tamed Tyrannus. So I just kind of decided, like, hey, let's just keep taming him up and make sure we get there. There, I decide he's at 94%. I cut out a pretty fair amount. Basically, all I was doing was just replenishing my oxygen, food, water, cooking up all that meat. So I decide I'm going to go on another little hunting trip for exploration and for XP. Again, I'm just deciding to go south. It says cold. I'm not super worried about that. I I did a little bit of research just to see if I wanted to put a heat bandage on, but I was like, ah, no, I'll be fine. Let's just keep on running. We're not going to be out here for too long. Come across silver and some salt. It's not a huge issue. I kind of already had those. So I'm just like, all right, let's just keep going out. I think I'm hunting for animals at this point. Dude, that's actually lit. I finished taming my pet. His name is Cornelius. I love it. That's right. Little dude is now Cornelius, which I think is the perfect name for my first horse. And right on, perfect timing, coming to a wolf. I'll happily take down as many wolves as I have to. Call me Liam Neeson from The Gray, because I am taking down as many wolves as I have to. Just mainly for the XP, not even for any other reason, just the XP. But we're already halfway into it, and of course I come across some kiwis. I've never seen the kiwis before, but I was like, oh, I might as well just take them down. Like, let's just see what they do. So there, I take the first one down, kind of sneaking up on the second one, make sure I get the nice little stealth headshot. I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I might as well, let's just see what these do, you know? I have no idea what the kiwis are or do. I mean, obviously I know that they're a bird, but I don't even know what they do. They don't leave a carcass behind, which that kind of messed me up a little bit. I was like, wait, what? But after collecting those ferns, I was like, oh, okay, so there's just nothing there. I go up and I find like, oh, a little kiwi nest. Like, that's cool. Let's see if I can hit it. See if I can get any materials from it. Let's just see what happens. I found it so funny that this kiwi just ran straight up to the nest that I'm currently hitting and just stood there and just waited. Like, I don't know why. It just stood there and waited. I was kind of like dumbfounded. And it just waited to attack me up until I hit it first, which I don't know how that first shot wasn't a headshot, but whatever. We keep moving on. It was a good little amount of XP there. As you can see, we're now up to like 3/4 essentially for level 8. So we're making really good progress on the XP bar. Speaking of, we come into another wolf. Like I said, I'm taking down as many wolves as possible. They're great XP, great little resources, and I don't feel like fighting off an entire pack of wolves. I walk right past it again for some reason. I don't know why. I'm blind when it comes to finding wolf carcasses that I literally just killed. I don't know. I don't know why I do it, but it seems like a very consistent thing where I am just constantly walking past the wolf carcass that I literally just shot. As you can see, I just saw that little eye right there, meaning like, oh, I've been seen or something. And right away, I'm hunting whatever animal I come across. So the second I see this Tyrannus, I'm taking it down. That also gives us the level up to level 9. So we're now only missing one more level. And I noticed that there's another juvenile Tyrannus right there. So I'm like, oh, yes, I'll take this one too. Like, I kind of did just kill the parent of the Tyrannus, so I probably should take them and take good care of them. Little bit of a spoiler alert, I don't do that every time. I'm not proud to say, but I do kill the Tyrannus and I kill the juvenile Tyrannus. But that is in a little bit later. Not this episode. That is a little bit later on in this playthrough that I do that. But that was more so just because I wanted the XP and I didn't want to just leave a juvenile Tyrannus just out there. You'll see what I mean when that episode comes up. But for this one, I'm just like, oh, I'll just tame him, because why not? I already have one horse. What's it hurt to have two? Of course, I missed the headshot on that Tyrannus, and I noticed right away he's attacking my Tyrannus that I'm deciding to tame. I'm like, no, I'm not having that. That's my Tyrannus, buddy, now. I'm sorry, little Yeah, there you hear me say, like, I'm sorry, little one. Like, it's a complete troll out of me for not being able to kill that guy in the first shot. I am sorry. Here you'll see I make up my mistake. I immediately craft a bandage and I go to heal the animal that I can do. I didn't realize that the healing isn't instant. It's like a healing over time effect, like a hot, for example. But that's okay. You know, we're managing what we can. So here I'm just kind of like looking at my arrow. I'm now essentially using Cornelius as my way to get back to my house. Yet again, I'm still needing XP, so I'm kind of just hunting whatever I can. Like I see the rabbits just eating right here. Took me a very long time to realize like that emblem right there means that they are distracted and they're not going to hear me coming. So I kind of just take my time to slow approach the rabbit and get what I need to get on them. Of course, I'm collecting as much as I can, because even harvesting those bones when you're hitting a carcass like that, that's giving me XP as well. I'm just making sure little Tyrannus is still there. Something that I found super cool right there was just a large deer just chilling in a bush, just sleeping. I didn't even know that animals, like, obviously I know that animals sleep and all that, but I didn't realize that they, like, actually just fall asleep. They'll just sleep randomly in the bush, and you can just find them like that. That was my first instance of that. But anyway, kind of back to it. It seems like I'm rambling a lot, but it's just kind of back to back, like, events happening. So right here, I noticed that there's a wolf, and I'm noticing it's kind of like a pack of wolf, and for some reason, that wolf just runs right past me and goes straight to my juvenile Tyrannus that I'm trying to tame. I don't know why, but here, that wolf starts attacking me, and then the second wolf starts attacking me, so I'm just like, oh, I'd rather be getting hit than my Tyrannus because I can survive that. I have the armor. Oh my gosh. And of course, similar story, yet again, that Tyrannus just runs up out of nowhere, scares the crap out of me, and just starts hitting my juvenile Tyrannus instead of me. So I'm just like, alright, well, I'm not going to let that slide. And for some reason, he just starts attacking my Tyrannus, even though he has his own juvenile Tyrannus with him. And so I'm just like, okay, like, whatever. So I craft up some more bandages just to make sure that my Tyrannus gets healed. And I'm trying to make sure that he actually makes the trip back to my own house. I'm just like, that was an eventful 30 seconds. Like, wow. So I just started skinning all the animals that I just killed, you know, 3 wolves and the Tyrannus. As you can see, I decided to start taming that second Tyrannus too. So now I'm bringing 2 Tyrannuses back with me. The first one was kind of just like, oh, I'll do it, and then the second one kind of just delivered itself to me. So I was like, I mean, I might as well. That's why I kind of decided to just do that second Tyrannus taming as well. So I just kind of noticed like, oh man, he's still hurt, he's hungry. I might as well like feed him up, try to get the taming process going, as well as, you know, I'm thinking like if I feed him and he's happy that way, maybe he'll heal quicker if he's like not hungry and sad. Yeah, back to just regular business. We're just going through the wolf carcasses, making sure that we get as many materials as possible, making sure we get as much experience as possible from all of these kills. So as you can see, I'm getting a pretty fair amount just from each instance. I'm getting 1,500 for actually skinning, and then another 600 for the harvesting of the bones, and that's not including the kill. So I'm getting a ton. So here I'm like, all right, my first Tyrannus is already on low health, every single like little health bar or nameplate is like scaring me at this point. As you can see, I focused in on that large deer very fast, but every single health bar is scaring me at this point. Another large deer that didn't see me quickly takes off. I find it so funny that this game does that. So here I'm just like, all right, I don't even know how I'm gonna get these Tyranids across the water. But as soon as I saw that first one jump in, I was like, oh, he's just gonna swim. Okay, cool. So I just started jumping across, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I noticed he gets stuck on the rock a little bit. I'm like, oh no, that might be an issue. Climbs it right up. At that point, I lose the second Tyrannus that I'm trying to tame. I'm just like, I have no idea where he went, what's going on. I catch a little bit of movement to my right and notice that he did find his way around. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I just very quickly, I'm like, oh, well, I'm right here. I might as well just hit this oxide right here. Why not, you know? Finally, with that oxide, I hit level 10. I unfortunately missed a headshot on that deer, but whatever. We're already level 10. I'm not too worried about it. It's like I'm here. I might as well just finish off that oxide. That's officially everything that I wanted to do. Was just get to level 10, and we've made a couple more friends along the way. With 2 more Tyrannuses that we are now trying to tame. Holy sh... Oh my goodness. Yeah, safe to say, Cornelius scared me quite a bit. I don't really know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting to come back into my house and have a full-grown Tyrannus just in my base. This is awesome. Cornelius is a great name, by the way. Yo, this is awesome. There, I'm just kind of familiarizing myself with how everything works. I noticed that Cornelius now has skills that I can actually spec into, much like myself. So I was like, oh, that is awesome. Like this is great. This is only my first like tamed pet, and this is awesome. And I can pet it. Yeah, how can you not love the fact that you can pet it? That you can pet your own tamed horse, tamed animal for that aspect, because you might be able to pet more. I don't know yet. But yeah, right away I was thinking this is just awesome. Like I really want to get to work on taming the other 2 now, because if one Tyrannus being Cornelius is useful, why not start taming the other ones? So I like fully focused on getting their health up, that one's health up in particular, and then getting both of them tamed up to 100%. Here I'm kind of just depositing everything that I need to for all my loot that I went out on. I see Tyrannus, and as you can see, I'm very like sketched out by it. I still don't want to have like any issues happening for them trying to destroy my base or get into my own Tyrannuses. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna make sure that here I'm really just making sure that that one Tyrannus that got attacked a lot, he gets all patched up and is fine. So I go ahead and use one of my points, one of my tech tree points, to just spec into the health boost, essentially, where it gives me like instant healing, or whatever I'm healing gives it instant health. So I take whatever materials I need in order to be able to craft it and get that all made up. That one took a longer process to craft, which that's like my first instance of not like an instant craft. which is fine. Right there, I go ahead and treat the animal and gives it right up to 72% health, which is awesome. I was like, okay, that's a huge jump. I'm gonna need that. Here, I'm just kind of like, okay, let's go ahead and get some healing, get some health up. And Cornelius is just standing in the doorway, like, what are you doing, buddy? But it's whatever. Gotta show love to Cornelius. Love that name. Absolutely love that name. I am not going to be changing that name. Not even close. Here I'm just kind of like, again, just making sure all of my affairs are in order. Like for all of my looting, backpack, chest, all that. And then that is where I go ahead and decide to call it for the day. Mainly just because that Discord call I was talking about, they are simply waiting on me in the Discord to start playing a different game. So that is kind of why this was a shorter episode. But to be fair, I just hit level 10 and I didn't want to have to start learning about all the level 2 tech trees basically at the end of while I was recording or at the end of while I was trying to play. So I just kind of decided like, oh, you know what? It's a really, really good stopping point. We have Cornelius now. We have level 10, so we can just start going right into it. And that is a great segue into episode 5. Thank you for watching this video. This has been episode 4 of my Icarus playthrough. In episode 5, kind of like what I just mentioned, we're going to be diving straight into the tech tree level 2, where I needed to be level 10 in order to get all of those unlocked and actually using it. We had a ton of different points, like blueprint points available, so we didn't even need to farming the level up for the actual points for that. So we just immediately start filling stuff out and actually exploring what to do. So as I said at the very beginning of this episode, that is why this episode number 5 is going to be quite a longer one. It is because I just spend an absurd amount of time just looking at the tech trees, filling everything out, learning what to do, learning what each thing does. And I am very, very excited to bring forth not only the ending of this episode, but the beginning of the next episode, which is going to be the beginning of the more advanced part of Icarus, which I only played episode 5. I've yet to play episode 6 or anything like that. So I'm very, very excited for the future of this game, and I'm having so much fun with it. Thank you guys for hanging around till the end. Go ahead and like and subscribe, like I said, if you want to continue seeing more Icarus videos. And if you have any other game suggestions or mainly survival games, because I've been loving survival games recently, go ahead and leave them down in the comments just for a sneak peek into the very far future once I'm kind of either taking a break from Icarus or when I'm done with Icarus. I do plan on playing Dave the Diver. That is going to be on my list of games that I'm playing, as well as once it finally comes out, cannot wait for it, Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2 is going to be a game that I am 100% playing on this channel. So if you're looking forward to that release date and looking forward to someone yet again just fumbling their way around the game and learning what to do, stick around for that. I'm JP Frosty. Have a good one, guys.